Wait, Sejuani Yone? Haven't we seen this exact draft this week?
I think so.
Didn't it lose horribly?
I think it was Bro who played it, right?
Was it Bro in their first series of the week? Well,
I just remember, I feel like I remember Gideon playing Sejuani and it not working.
Yeah, I do remember talking about how good this draft was and then it just not doing anything
It is very good. It has a lot of threats. It's a great matchup for the Yone into the Azir, especially when you get to late game team fights. There's a lot of power there, and the Yone can, unbind and reposition incredibly well. The Ezreal Nico, eventually they chose the Ezreal first, but they are, as you mentioned, they already knew what the bottom lane matchup was, so nothing really crazy changing here. A bad time for anyone who interacts with the duo.
Yeah. Having a look right now, level 2's hit exactly the same time as the heal is going to be used by Career, going aggressive towards Quantum and Doctarm. Great Glitter Lance will land. That'll get the barrier out from Doctarm as well. It was Gideon that did it. Okay, so it was the Bros. Okay, so it was just a Sejuani, maybe not the same situation, or maybe it was last.
It was Bro versus D+.
Oh, the flash forward, and it's the Lulu that picks up the kill. First blood. Will have a little bit of that extra time in lane. Doctarm was doing a decent job as far as farm is concerned, but now Pioshik's making his way down, and Career is very, very dead. No flash on the Lulu, and Pioshik will be able to capitalize. The level 6s from both of these mid laners.
Scuttle fight.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. And control vision going down on both sides. Lucid should be able to clear this one out though, so dangerous territory for the DN Supers. There's the engage, as Lucid will be able to get that permafrost, sets up for the ulti out of Showmaker. I don't know what the DN Supers were expecting, as there is the equalizer going down and a very dead Xin Zhao as a result. Now the all-out is going to be used from Dudu, trying to salvage this play as Xiu attempted to sidestep. There's the Arctic Assault though, as Lucid is going to stick to him. Doctarm has to flash in the bottom lane, and Smash just dies in the bottom lane. What the heck was going on around the map?
I guess I'll kill him. And then down here, let's take a look at this. Smash gets chunked a little bit.
Misses the Slurkle, perhaps that was the problem. Maybe just
the W
around and getting hit by everything.
Yeah. He just stood his ground and Doctarm hit everything.
But Smash still just so incredibly low. Vision is going to get cleared here, as he does have a control ward, but Doctarm is just looking for the 1v1 underneath the turret as Smash does get a level up. The barrier is there as well, but the flash is just a little late, and Career is also just a little late as Pop Blossom is going to pick him up. He does have the wild growth, he does use it here, and now Pix is going to help him grab a solo kill. Now Doctarm has another one under the turret. Now Showmaker does improve his shoes as Dudu goes all out towards Xiu here on the top side of the map. It's a lot of damage from this Cassante. Doesn't land the third Q though, and so Xiu is able to walk it off.
He has a massive lead. Xiu?
Yeah, Xiu might be a little bit too far up as he flashes. Pop Blossom still going to collect him though, and there is the wind becomes lightning. Finally does get the equalizer down, and the wild growth from downtown will keep Xiu alive.
And end up getting a lot of return across the map here and have evened up the gold. Or nearly.
Yeah, Lucid looking for an angle towards Doctarm here as well. Does have at least the Frost Armor to help him out. Circle goes wide. Smash will be able to clear out some vision. Still Shelly down to 50%. Showmaker gets the knock up onto Closer. Emperor's Divide now on cooldown. Won't be there for a potential team fight if it does actually erupt. 2 seconds on the Glacial Prison here from Lucid. Let's see whether he can get it off. Never mind. Bit items, and Lucid's already like, oh no, I'm on 2 items, man. I'm hitting my power spike. As Closer taking so much damage from Showmaker. He does take the damage from the Emperor's Divide though, and that is going to be a fair bit, but still stacks up the Q. Pioshik does get the ulti down. That's going to disengage them, but DK, something that D+ are going to give away lightly.
Xiu has TP. He's pushed a huge wave into the top lane.
Yeah, Showmaker as well. Has cleared out the bottom wave at the same time.
Flanking Rumble.
Yeah, 4 versus 5 at the moment, but Xiu is making his way in, like you were saying. Lucid dives forward. There's wild growth on top of the Sejuani Pop Blossom to try and stop Xiu from getting here, but he flashes in to kill the Nico, and he just walks away while she burns to death. Doctarm now in trouble, and it's Xiu that turns up. Showmaker locks down the kill, and the Dusante trying to go all out, but unfortunately, the only way out is via the Death Chamber. That's going to be Soul Point denied. D+ leave only Closer left alive.
Shift, but it's only got one arcane shift. And challenging this would be, I think, a mistake for DNS right here.
Yeah, Pioshik does have ulti, and he is going to go in, trying to utilize it as Closer looks for the angle towards Showmaker. Pop Blossom does nothing because the Fate Sealed is going to get Showmaker out of there, but Dudu is going to turn up. It's a beautiful angle, and Showmaker has to commit to the fight. He is going to get taken down.
Baron, but there's a ward on it, so D+ are just like, well, we'll keep pushing.
Well, teleport out from Shiu. He's standing on a blast cone, which is something dangerous, as Dudu is going to attempt it, but does not manage to get him away. Showmaker committing to this, wants to be able to take the Drake before all is said and done, and there it is. Now he can immediately teleport in. Level 16 collected as well. That Fate Sealed is terrifying. Can he find the angle? As man, it's sort of set up right now with this Baron Pit. There's the equalizer as well. It's gorgeous. And the double knock-up with the Q comes on through. Quantum just dead as Smash finds him, and his health bar is so high. Lucid strolls over to destroy the Baron, and it's a disaster for the DN Supers. Doctom is going the wrong direction. He's arcane shifting to try and get to the DK base, but that's not safety, my friend, and Smash will get some well-deserved revenge. On this inner turret is what they're looking for. See whether they do go for some sort of dive. As there's Glacial Prison, Showmaker goes forward, dodges the Pop Blossom, but Quantum is going to be able to get rid of them, at least for the moment. Lucid can just tank for absolutely forever. There's a Q going to connect from Showmaker, but doesn't push the ult forward as Smash. Oh, Pioshik is clipped by the Glacial Prison, gets the Crescent Guard off, but now without that, he has to go back to the Fountain. That's going to spell the end of this inhibitor.
All three inhibitors are under siege here. This middle one going to take a few more autos, but look at the push here from Shiu. Okay, a bit of a flank, though, from Closer.
Yeah, the flanking third health Smash looking to make his way in as Dudu. Okay, Shiu just teleports out. Never mind, he's going to be fine. Dudu left looking a little bit silly as D+ will be able to take down this bottom inhibitor turret as well.
This game feels like out of the hands of DNS. Dudu trying to step forward.
Yeah, Equalizer goes down there as well. The amount of value for Shiu is gigantic. Softens them up, but they're not dead just yet. Lucid does get pulled back by the all-out. That is going to be Pioshik going on in. 7 seconds until that Crescent Guard does come on through as well. And he'll be able to fight once more. Shiu's health bar still full, but doesn't have the equalizer now. And the ulti from Lucid is also down as Smash trying to just stand his ground here as Pop Blossom looks a little bit silly. It lands only onto Career, who's able to survive. Shiu is the one that's drawing so much of the attention. The Wild Growth onto him is not going to be enough to save him, though, as now Lucid as well going down low. Showmaker gets into the backline, looks for Doctom, and gets himself back out again, somehow surviving, but so is all of DNS. They're down so incredibly low. Smash. And now Dudu in that front line. Smash is at full health. This is a pentakill on a silver platter right here as Pioshik goes in, and Smash will indeed kill him. Can he find any more, though, is the question, as Doctom almost dies to a Slurkle, and now you've got the rest of DNS able to create enough distance, and I think they've got out. However, Career will also die.
Yeah, I mean, Closer has got to clear this wave here. Doctom's going to get caught.
Almost got last hit by a Glacial Prison. And that is going to be 2,000 assists for Closer.
Calls here of like, can we fight this?
Career got a little jump scared there.
Yeah. And D+ poised to slowly end this game now here at 33 minutes, sieging up what's left of these inhibitors.
Yeah, the Baron buff certainly making it so difficult as Cassante nowhere near tanky enough. Down goes Pioshik as well as there's a Pop Blossom. Emperor's Divide is massive from Closer as they take out Smash. They lose the Nico, but there goes Doctom as well. And it's only Closer that's left to do the damage to try and stop this base from falling apart. And by stop it, I mean the base was already basically gone. Still, Showmaker gets on top of him, does have to rebind as it turns out, as Career is just going to be tasked with stopping Closer from making it back to base. And unfortunately, Closer is going to be able to do that, and DK will finish the game beforehand. The Nexus will go down, a 2-0 here for D+ Kia.